Hello everyone, it's Jack here from Peach Guitars. We've got another unboxing video for you today. We're going to revisit a brand that we haven't touched on for quite a while. We've had loads of Fender and Gibson unboxings lately that you all seem to have enjoyed. So we're going to touch on another brand that's really big for us here at the shop, but we don't see that often, which is Suhr. So I'm pretty excited about this delivery. We've received about 15 or 16 guitars. Mostly comprising this shipment is of the brand new updates to the Standard Pro and Modern Pro line. So they're now the Standard Plus and Modern Plus. So there's a few little spec changes, and we've got some really nice finishes on hand here. This isn't everything that's come in on this shipment. There will be a few more guitars available to see on the website, but this is, like I say, kind of the main deal that we're focusing on. So I'm going to start pulling some guitars out of some boxes. The guys here very kindly already helped me out by opening up the boxes and removing all the faff. So there should be a nice, clean, easy process, but let's see. So we're going to start with guitar number 1. This is a Standard Plus in a Bengal Burst. So let's see what it is. I've got Joel on hand here as well, who's very kindly going to tidy up my mess as I go. No Toby, by the way, he's very busy today. Everyone's very busy today, hence why it's just me. Okay, so the main differences to these new Plus series guitars is that we're seeing roasted maple necks on all of them now. So this was previously only kind of available on custom options. Some of the dealer select guitars that you might have seen from us last year, that was mainly the classic series, they all had roasted maple necks and slightly different pickup configurations. But now these Standard Plus and Modern Plus lines comprise those differences as well. So it's gorgeous roasted maple neck. Pal Ferro fingerboard on this particular guitar. There's also roasted maple fingerboards, and as you can tell from the kind of the quality of the finishes is really what the standards and the moderns go for. So you've got these gorgeous flame top finishes across the whole range. So there's a whole wealth of colours. As I said, this is Bengal Burst, and as we go through the rest, you can see pretty much the full range of colours that we've got. So that's a good first start. You got the trem arm there, Joel?
Trem arm, yeah.
Marvellous. Off to a flying start. Let me chuck this out the way. So yeah, mostly Standard Pluses and Modern Pluses. It's pretty much an even split, I think. So this is another Standard Plus, but hopefully I'll get onto a Modern Plus in a second, so you can see that too. A little while ago we did film some videos focusing on what were at the time the current models, which was the Standard Pro and Modern Pro. And I kind of talked through most of the features that these guitars comprise of. So the spec changes, as I said, in these ones, they're quite minimal, but they are quite significant at the same time. I think roasted maple has been an upgrade that people want for a very long time now. But if you want more info on these guitars, go back and reference those videos on our YouTube channel, because that's where a lot of the kind of meaty spec information lies. So another gorgeous Standard Plus. This finish is trans blue denim. So really nice finish. This is really harking back to kind of the classic Suhr years of about a decade ago almost now, when they were doing stuff like the S3s and S4s. That's what these guitars kind of carry on that lineage, but just with some updated specs. So it's good to see. This is definitely going to appeal to a lot of players out there that want just maximum comfort, maximum tonal variety. As I said before, check out those videos if you want some more info on these guitars. Okay, let's find a modern, just so I can show you some of the differences. These are all standard, so bear with me, folks. Modern, okay. We need a cutter. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one for a second. Let's find another modern. Oh, thank you.
Keep going.
Okay, show's got to go on. So while Joel's getting that modern out, here's another standard. So for anyone wondering who's not familiar with Suhr guitars, the only real difference, or the primary difference, between the standard and the modern is the body shape and also the pickup configuration. So all the standards that we've got in this shipment, and indeed all the ones that Suhr offer now, have HSS pickup configurations. And I believe it's an SSH Plus pickup in the bridge, V60s in the neck and middle positions, which is a fairly standard combo that they've been doing for a long time, tried and true. So here's another standard. This is another, what's this finish? Trans charcoal burst. So you're seeing quite a nice variety of the finishes here. Yeah, so standard pickup configuration. This has got the roasted maple fingerboard as well. So it does actually look almost ebony, rosewood-ish in some lights. That's the roasted maple process that Suhr do is quite in-depth, a little bit more so than some other brands, I think. Thank you, Joel. Okay, that modern's good to go now, is it? Excellent. Okay. Okay, yeah, so this is the first modern. Let's check out some of those differences that I mentioned. So, biggest difference, obviously, the body shape and the HSH pickup configuration on these now. So, as the name implies, this is a little bit more for the guys that want a more modern, not maybe so versatile as the Standard Plus, I would say, but it does have its own voice. You've got 24 frets on the modern as well, so you can. It's one for the whittlers, really. This is a really nice finish. You've got the matching headstock, or rather, black finished headstock. So there's a couple of little spec variations here and there. All the specs on all these guitars will be on the website, of course. So if you want to find out any more info once you've seen them all, check out peachguitars.com. Right, another Standard Plus here, Bahama Blue. And by the way, to the people that say, these are very expensive guitars, why do they come with gig bags? If you're a gigging musician, you'll appreciate how practical this actually is. The gig bags are of an amazing quality anyway, and they do protect your instrument, but it's so much easier to travel with one than a hard shell case, I would say. So yeah, Bahama Blue. It's quite a vibrant colour. I hope the camera's going to do that justice. Same pickup configuration. Same roasted maple neck. They've really just nailed the specs of these guitars now. So you've got a nice compound radius fingerboard. I believe it's 10 to 14 inch. Medium stainless steel frets on all these guitars. The Goto 510 tremolo. So it's kind of just a standard workhorse instrument. But they do have a nice character of their own as well. Thank you. Okay, we've done a lot of standards so far. Let me find another modern so we can start getting some variety here. Okay, thank you. So trans charcoal finish on this one, and we've got the Palfero fingerboard on this guitar. So it's a little bit more of a sleek kind of looking guitar. Oh, thank you. Pickup configuration off the top of my head on the moderns. You've still got the SSH Plus in the bridge. You've got a V60 LP single coil, and you've got an SSV in the neck, and you do get coil splits and stuff like that. So it's still a very, very versatile guitar, but I think it just appeals a little bit more to the players that want a little bit more flexibility out of what you can actually play on the instruments, hence you've got the 24 frets and stuff like that. Thank you. Let's keep going. Another standard here. As I said, there are other guitars in this shipment, so we've seen a couple of classics, basically some guitars that we've seen before. So this video, we really just wanted to show off some of the fantastic finishes that Suhr are doing, as well as the upgrades to the plus iterations of the standards and the moderns now. Okay, so another trans blue denim. I really like these finishes because they're all subtly different. The first one we saw was a little bit more vibrant and blue. This one's a little bit more subtle and understated. So it really just depends what you want. And obviously you've got the combination of the Palfero or the maple fingerboard too. Thank you. So yeah, obviously you'll be able to check out all these guitars in their full glory with the high resolution images that we shoot for every listing on the website. So as I said, once again, once you've seen this video, thank you, check out the video and you'll see everything in kind of full glory there. Okay, so another standard plus. What have we got? Trans charcoal burst this one's going to be. That's really quite quilty. I don't know if you can see that, but the way Suhr do their tops on these kind of guitars is unlike any other brand out there. I think they always look quite watery, which is unusual for a kind of flame top burst. Let me show you once again. Thank you, Joe. You've been very, very helpful. So let me get a close up of that. Gorgeous binding on all the tops as well. And yeah, just really, really comfortable neck shapes. These are the even C kind of mid profile. So nothing too hefty, nothing too slim as well. Happy medium, really. Thank you. Okay, 5 more to go. What haven't we seen yet? Let me find if there's anything you guys haven't seen. What I actually like is that they did streamline the ranges quite a bit. So as of a few years ago, you'd often see Suhr guitars, obviously outside of the custom shop where you can have any configuration you want. It often got a little bit confusing picking out the specs of Suhr guitars because they offered so many finishes, so many different pickup configurations and stuff like that. Now you've pretty much just got one standard model and one modern model. So if that's the essence of the guitar you want, you know exactly what you're going to get. And really it's just a case of picking the finish that you like the most. So that's another, what's this finish called? Faded Trans Whale Blue. Very blue indeed, in fact. I don't know if we've seen this finish already. And we've got the Palfero board. It's a really subtle change actually between the roasted maple boards and the Palfero boards. I don't know if you can probably see the contrast there. It's not that much, but there is a tonal difference as well, which some guys might argue that doesn't exist. I do think it exists. And once again, if you want to hear that, check out the video that we shot a little while back. Thank you. Right, another modern. Trans Whale Blue. I think Trans Whale Blue is probably the favourite finish of most people because it is so vibrant. And it's kind of comparable to some of the PRS tops in a way, but like I said, I think it's a little bit more watery and not quite as maybe three-dimensional as some of those other guitars, but if you want something a little bit more understated. Thank you. Yeah, I think the quality of the design of the body actually comes through really well on these guitars when the finish is a little bit more understated. And that's probably going to appeal to most people out there, I would say. We've got the Palfero board again. Nice combo. Thank you very much. So yeah, all the moderns so far, it seems, have got the blacked out headstock as well, which I think looks pretty sleek. Okay. What can you do when you've got 2 guys doing the video? Thank you, Joel. I think we're doing okay so far. We're nearing the end. Another modern. So this one's going to be Bengal Burst, which I don't think we've seen yet on the modern. So that's a really nice, deep, rich Bengal Burst. As I said before, you used to see these really kind of vibrant colours all over the place, and it was hard to actually pin down what some of those finishes were. A lot of guys will obviously know about Suhr guitars because of the old association with Guthrie and players like that that used to use the modern guitars. And that was really, as I said, probably their first golden era. I think they're in their second golden era now. But this was when Suhr was really making a big name for themselves, when you'd see a lot of guitars like this, but it's just basically been bumped up to 2019 or soon to be 2020 specs. Excuse the pop, it's nothing to do with me.
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime. So I'm going to get this wrapped up quick because we're all hungry. Right, I'm not going to tell you what this is, build a bit of suspense. Quite exceptional. That's almost perfectly matched for the guys that are interested in that kind of thing. I would say there's very little distinction there between the 2 halves of that top. That's a really nice top. And the way it kind of pales out around the edges as well. It's just one of those things I think Suhr do very, very well, is their tops on these kind of guitars. So if you want to hear these guitars, by the way, once again, check out the YouTube channel and check out the website soon, because we're going to have listing videos for every single one of these instruments. So you're going to hear them and check them out in their full glory, as I said, with high resolution photos as well. Thank you very much. Just one more. Right, let's hope this is a good one. One last modern. Okay, one last modern, and the finish is another trans charcoal there with a roasted maple board. Thank you. There you go, it's a good way to end. That's probably the most balanced of the lot, I would say, because the roasted maple does bring something very different visually. And then when you've got nice darker finish on the guitar as well, it's just a nice balancing thing. So I'd say there's probably something for everybody there. And that's just the standards and the moderns, as I said. If you guys want to see the rest of what was on this shipment, go to peachguitars.com as quickly as you can if you want to be within a chance of actually picking some of these guitars up, because they do just fly out very quickly. So I hope you've enjoyed this mini unboxing. Sorry John wasn't here to speed things along, but there we go. It's the way the business works. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.